Bonjour mes amis. This is the Opinel No. 6 in carbon steel, designed in 1890 by, I forgot his first name, Opinel. That's not his first name. His first name is not, I forgot his first name, just so you know. It's something French, maybe Guy, maybe Pierre, maybe, I don't know, Jean, but something Opinel. So this is basically I'll move on. This is basically a old style European friction folder, which is a piece of wood channeled out for a blade, and they ran a pivot through it. You can see the pivot right there. They ran a pivot pin. They ran a pivot through it, and it goes to the blade, and that's it. And it just holds the blade in the handle. What Opinel did was he invented this collar lock mechanism. Let me get that to focus here. So you can see it says number 6, made in France. That mechanism right there, let me take off this autofocus. That collar lock mechanism has an edge on the top here, and basically you turn it until it stops and it locks the blade securely open. So you can't close it. You can lock it in the open position or the closed position. It has a similar cut here. You can see. Can't open it now. It doesn't open your pocket. And yeah, very simple. Again, designed in 1890, so does not involve any crazy manufacturing processes, no fine tuning, not a lot of precision even. It's just a very simple design. There are a few different variants of this. Like I know Antonini makes the Old Bear series in Italy that uses basically a copy of this, but with like a little nub on the side so you can use it one-handed. This is just, I mean, you can even use this one-handed. You can just grab the collar there and turn it. So there's nothing stopping you from doing that. So yeah, this is a carbon steel blade, beechwood handle, steel collar, and this is the number 6, meaning 2 3/4 inch blade. They have, I believe, number 2 to 5 are smaller than this, but have no locking collar. And number 7 to 12 are larger than this, and they all have locks. So this is the smaller model, the smallest model rather, that has a lock on it. And all these locks are removable. If you're watching this and think that's a cool knife, but I can't have a locking knife where I live, you can just take some pliers, spread that apart, and pop it off the top, and then you just have a friction folder. It's not centered, as you can see, because again, it's a very cheap knife. It doesn't really matter if it's centered. It's not running on fancy washers or bearings. It's running on wood. So there's nothing in there between the blade and the handle. Basic carbon steel that's been around for, hundreds of years. Yeah, it's a very basic knife. This costs $16 American. 16. That's not even like a special price. It's just how much they are. You can get them in different colors and different steels, actually. They make at least one other steel. They make the stainless version, which I think will say inox here. It's 12C27, which in its own right is a pretty good steel. I wanted the carbon because I want that delicious patina after I use it to cut up some fruit. And they make it, this is the beechwood. They make it in walnut, olive, and maybe a few other colors, or a few other woods, as well as some different painted colors like orange, black, blue, purple, green, like stuff like that. You can get different blade styles. They make safety ones for youths that is has no point on it, so you can't actually stab yourself in the finger. They make saw versions. They make half serrated ones. They make like a hawkbill mushroom knife with a brush on the end. There's all kinds of stuff. So mostly whatever you're trying to do with a knife, Opinel's got you covered, and for not much money. If you are looking for a budget knife around 20 bucks or less, don't go to a gas station and buy some assisted flipper, dragon, zombie bullshit knife. Just get an Opinel. I'm not trying to sound like a boomer or something, or a FUD, but they're just better knives. You're getting probably a better steel than that gas station knife. You're getting a more reliable lock for sure. You're getting proven utility. This is nothing special. This is a knife for people who want to use their knives. So if you're looking for a budget knife, I would say look no further than the Opinel. There are better knives, for sure. There are many better knives. But for what these cost, they can't be beat as far as I'm concerned. So there you go.